sun breaks through the haze on the open plains. I set my gaze. The saddle's worn, my horse is true. Together we ride beneath sky so blue. Riding through the open plains where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. The cattle graze by the river bend. Every trail feels like an old friend. The harmonica hums, the rhythm flows. This life I lead, only heaven knows. Riding through the open plains where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. The cattle graze by the river bend. Every trail feels like an old friend. The harmonica hums, the rhythm flows. This life I lead, only heaven knows. Riding through the open plains where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. The stars will guide me when the night falls. In this quiet vastness I hear it call. The spirit of the land, the songs it plays. Forever here I'll spend my days. Riding through the open plains where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. Riding through the open plains where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. Under the golden sky, the fields unfold. Stories of the earth, a tale untold. The gentle sway of the tall green grass, the whisper of the breeze as the hours pass. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps neath the open sky. Dew sparkles, diamonds on leaves. The barn awakens as the rooster weaves. Echoes of life in the stillness found, a harmony of nature, a sacred sound. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps beneath the open sky. Morning dew sparkles, diamonds on leaves. The barn awakens as the rooster weaves. Echoes of life in the stillness found, the harmony of nature, a sacred sound. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps neath the open sky. Every note, every sound, a treasure to hold. In the farmyard breeze, warmth replaces the cold. Let the melody carry your worries away, and bring your heart home at the end of the day. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps neath the open sky. So sit with me, beneath the old oak tree. Feel the farmyard breeze, let your soul run free. guitar plays a gentle melodious cry, and the violin weeps beneath the open sky. Every note, every sound, a treasure to hold. In the farmyard breeze, warmth replaces the cold.
The sun is rising, the skies ablaze. Dusty boots walk through the haze with a harmonica hum and the fiddles wail. We saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail, feel the wind so free. Through the plains and valleys where the wild calls to me. With a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail, side by side. The river's glistening, the mountains loom. The night is falling beneath the moon. With a campfire's glow and a story to tell, we saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail, feel the wind so free. Through the plains and valleys where the wild calls to me. With a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail, side by side. Every twist and turn, every stormy fight. The trail may be rugged, but it feels so right. Through the highs and lows, where dreams prevail, we saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail, feel the wind so free. Through the plains and valleys where the wild calls to me. With a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail, side by side. The river's glistening, the harmonica cries. The melody lingers under starry skies. As the fire fades and we rest our sails, tomorrow we'll saddle up and ride the trail. The fiddle whispers, the harmonica cries. The melody lingers under starry skies. As the fire fades and we rest our sails, tomorrow we'll saddle up and ride the trail. The soulful blend of guitar struck a glow. The stars are guiding lights where the cool night winds blow. With a song on my lips and a heart that feels so light, I'm hurting dreams under the moonlight. Hurting dreams, chasing skies where the wild runs free. Through the fields and shadows, it's just the night and me. Every step, every mile feels so right. Hurting dreams under the moonlight. The wolves are howling low, the cattle softly hum. The rhythm of the night tells me where I'm from. With the harmonicas too, and the fiddle's delight, I'm hurting dreams under the moonlight. Hurting dreams, chasing skies where the wild runs free. Through the fields and shadows, it's just the night and me. Every step, every mile feels so right. Hurting dreams under the moonlight. The wolves are howling low, the cattle softly hum. The rhythm of the night tells me where I'm from. With the harmonicas too, and the fiddle's delight, I'm hurting dreams under the moonlight. Hurting dreams, chasing skies where the wild runs free. Through the fields fields and shadows, it's just the night and me. Every step, every mile feels so right. Heard in dreams under the moonlight. The trail's my companion, the stars my guide. In this quiet freedom, there's no need to hide. Through the hills and the valleys, the whispers ignite the magic of hurting dreams under the moonlight. Hurting dreams, chasing skies where the wild runs free. Through the fields and shadows, it's just the night and me. Every step, every mile feels so right. Hurting dreams under the moonlight. The harmonica sighs, the fiddle weeps, as the moon holds the secrets the night still keeps. The melody fades, soft and slight. Hurting dreams under the moonlight.
The sun is rising, the sky's ablaze. Dusty boots walk through the haze, with a harmonica hum and a fiddle's wail. We saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail. Feel the wind so free, through the plains and valleys, where the wild calls to me, with a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail side by side. The river's glistening, the mountains loom. The night is falling beneath the moon, with the campfire's glow and a story to tell. We saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail. Feel the wind so free, through the plains and valleys, where the wild calls to me, with a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail side by side. Every twist and turn, every stormy fight, the trail may be rugged, but it feels so right. Through the highs and lows, where dreams prevail, we saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail. Feel the wind so free, through the plains and valleys, where the wild calls to me, with a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail side by side. The fiddle whispers, the harmonica cries, the melody lingers under starry skies. As the fire fades and we rest our sails, tomorrow we'll saddle up and ride the trail. Fiddle whispers, the harmonica cries, the melody lingers under starry skies. As the fire fades and we rest our sails, tomorrow we'll saddle up and ride the trail. The sun sets low over golden fields. The wind whispers secrets that the night reveals. With dust on my boots and a heart full of pride, I'm moving to the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat on the sky so wide, through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide. I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. The tractor hums a steady tune. The cows are lowing to the moon, with the fiddle playing soft and the harmonica wide. I'm moving to the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat on the sky so wide, through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide. I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Down the dirt roads where the world slows down, I find my peace in this old town. With the guitar strum and the violins glide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat on the sky so wide, through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide. I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Down the dirt roads where the world slows down, I find my peace in this old town. With the guitar strum and the violins glide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat on the sky so wide, through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide. I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Down harmonica sighs, the violin sways as the guitar strums the end of the days, and the music lingers soft as the tide in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. The harmonica sighs, the violin sways as the guitar strums the end of the days, and the music lingers soft as the tide in the rustic rhythm of the countryside.
Feeling the stars so wide, with my old guitar by my side. Each string hums a story untold as my horse trots down the road. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. A bond of strings and rings, our melody so true. Riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. The fairy breeze, it hums along, harmonica echoes through my song. The violin joins like a mournful friend in this quiet journey without an end. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. A bond of strings and rings, our melody so true. Riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. Prairie breeze, it hums along, harmonica echoes through my song. The violin joins like a mournful friend in this quiet journey without an end. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. A bond of strings and reins, a melody so true. Riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. Every strum feels like a prayer to the open fields and the soft cool air. No rush, no words, no need to stay. Just the sound of the trail and my guitar play. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. A bond of strings and reins, a melody so true. Riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. As the sun dips low and stars take the stage, my horse and I close this musical page with harmonica, guitar, and violin song. This trail feels like home where I belong. Every strum feels like a prayer to the open fields and the soft, cool air. No rush, no worries, no need to stay. Just the sound of the trail and my guitar to play. The morning sun breaks through the haze. On the open plains, I set my gaze. The saddle's worn, my horse is true. Together we ride beneath skies so blue. Riding through the open plains, where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. The cattle graze by the river bend. Every trail feels like an old friend. The harmonica hums, the rhythm flows. This life I lead, only heaven knows. Riding through the open plains, where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. The stars will guide me when the night falls. In this quiet vastness, I hear it call. The spirit of the land, the songs it plays. Forever here, I'll spend my days. Riding through the open plains, where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies. Riding through the open plains, where the wind sings freedom's refrain. No walls, no chains, just endless skies. I'm alive where the wild heart lies.
Under the golden sky, the fields unfold, stories of the earth, a tale untold. The gentle sway of the tall green grass, the whisper of the breeze as the hours pass. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps 'neath the open sky. Morning dew sparkles, diamonds on leaves. The barn awakens as the rooster weaves. Echoes of life in the stillness found, the harmony of nature, a sacred sound. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps 'neath the open sky. Every note, every sound, a treasure to hold. In the farmyard breeze, warmth replaces the cold. Let the melody carry your worries away, and bring your heart home at the end of the day. Oh, the farmyard breeze sings soft to me, a melody of peace, wild and free. With the strum of the guitar, the harmonicas cry, and the violin weeps 'neath the open sky. So sit with me 'neath the old oak tree. Feel the farmyard breeze, let your soul run free. The sun and the dew, the town. The sun is rising, the sky's ablaze. Dusty boots walk through the haze. With a harmonica hum and the fiddles wail, we saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail, feel the wind so free. Through the plains and valleys where the wild calls to me. With a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail side by side. The river's glistening, the mountains loom. The night is falling beneath the moon. With a campfire's glow and a story to tell, we saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail, feel the wind so free. Through the plains and valleys where the wild calls to me. With a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail side by side. Every twist and turn, every stormy fight, The trail may be rugged, but it feels so right. Through the highs and lows where dreams prevail, we saddle up and ride the trail. Saddle up, ride the trail, feel the wind so free. Through the plains and valleys where the wild calls to me. With a song in our hearts and the stars as our guide. Saddle up and ride the trail side by side. The fiddle whispers, the harmonica cries, the melody lingers on the starry skies. As the fire fades and we rest our sails, tomorrow we'll saddle up and ride the trail. The sun sets low over golden fields. The wind whispers secrets that the night reveals. With dust on my boots and a heart full of pride, I'm moving to the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat under skies so wide. Through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. The tractor hums a steady tune. The cows are lowing to the moon. With a fiddle playing soft and a harmonica wide, I'm moving to the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat under skies so wide. Through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Down the dirt roads where the world slows down, I find my peace in this old town. Where the guitar's strum and the violins glide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat under skies so wide. Through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Down the dirt roads where the world slows down, I find my peace in this old town. Where the guitar strum and the violins glide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Rustic rhythm, feel the beat under skies so wide. Through the rolling hills and the riverside, where the music flows and the stars collide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Down the dirt roads where the world slows down, I find my peace in this old town. With the guitar strum and the violins glide, I'm lost in the rustic rhythm of the countryside.
harmonica sighs, the violin sways, as the guitar strums the end of the days, and the music lingers, soft as the tide, in the rustic rhythm of the countryside. Beneath the amber sky so wide, with my old guitar by my side, each string hums a story untold, as my horse trots down the road. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. A melody so true, riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. The prairie breeze, it hums along, harmonica echoes through my song. The violin joins like a mournful friend in this quiet journey without an ending end. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. Upon those strings and reins, a melody so true, riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. Every strum feels like a prayer to the open fields and the soft cool air. No rush, no worries, no need to stay, just the sound of the trail and my guitar to play. Strings of the old saddle playing through the night, notes like whispers dancing in the pale moonlight. Upon those strings and reins, a melody so true, riding through the country, just me, the horse and blue. As the sun dips low and stars take the stage, my horse and I close this musical page with harmonica, guitar, and violin song. This trail feels like home where I belong.
Every drum feels like a prayer to the open fields and the soft cool air. No rush, no worries, no need to stay, just the sound of the trail and my guitar to play. As the sun dips low and stars take the stage, my horse and I close this musical page with harmonica, guitar, and violin song. This trail feels like home where I belong.